Hello everyone, I am Meike Sukmadewi Hidayat, number metric 297050. Today I'm going to talk about metaphysics, which is one of the most fundamental and interesting branches of philosophy. After explaining what metaphysics is and why is it matters, I will also discuss why a funeral can be considered metaphysical for many individuals. So, what is metaphysics? Metaphysics is a branch of philosophies that tries to understand the deepest nature of reality. It doesn't focus on things we can directly see, touch, measure, or experiment on. Instead, it deals with questions that lie beyond the physical world. For example, science can tell us how the human body works, but metaphysics asks us, what human being? Are we only physical bodies? Or do we have minds or souls? Something like that. So metaphysics tries to explore the layers of reality that are not visible to the eye yet are essential to our understanding of existence. Now, what are the key questions in metaphysics? Metaphysics asks some of the biggest and the oldest questions humanity has ever wondered about, such as what is real? What does it mean to be exist? Is there a soul? Is there a life after death? Does God exist? Is there a purpose behind this life? Like that. These are questions we cannot answer by doing laboratory experiments. Instead, they require deeper philosophical thought, self-reflection, and sometimes spiritual insight. Now, I'm going to bring you to the main areas of metaphysics. Metaphysics can be divided into a few main areas. There are ontology, cosmology, the mind-body problem, and the causality. So I'm going to explain one by one. The first one is ontology. This is the study of being and existence. It asks like what kinds of things exist, or what does it mean to be like this. The second one is cosmology. This focuses on the origin and the structure of the universe. It explores questions like why is there something instead of nothing? Or there are questions that sounds like what created the universe? Like so. And the third one is the mind-body problem. This is area where the relationship between the physical body and the non-physical aspects of ourself, such as consciousness. And the questions of these areas that might sound like, how does the mind exist? Or is it separate from the body? Like that. And the last one is causality. This examines why cause and effect exist. And the questions of these areas sounds like this. Why does one even lead to another? So everything is predetermined like that. And these areas show how metaphysics tries to understand reality at the deepest level. Now, we move on to the heart of metaphysics. If I were to summarize metaphysics in a simple way, I would say metaphysics studies what lies beyond what we can observe but still shapes how we understand life and reality. It helps us to think about what is truly real, even we cannot directly see it. From what I found, a funeral is not only about a body being buried or cremated. It is a moment where the living confront the mystery of death. During the funeral, people often begin to think about things they normally don't consider in a daily life, such as what happens after I die? Is there a soul? Do we continue to exist in some way? Or something like that. These are metaphysical questions because They deal with realities we cannot directly observe or scientifically prove. There is also the boundary between life and death. Beliefs of a funeral highlights the boundary between life and death, cultures where the moment religions physical body stops functioning about what happens after death. But for many people, some believe in death doesn't feel like the end. Some believe in reincarnation. That something about the person believe the spirit returns, whether it's the ancestors or their spirit, their energy, into another realm. Consciousness. These beliefs cannot be seen or also during a funeral. We often hear phrases like metaphysical ideas. They have gone to be these ideas about what exists beyond life. Their spirit lives on. Funerals, like spirituals, chants, these beliefs are metaphysical because they describe people pray or send blessings to the guide of soul. And there's also the boundary between life and death. The soul still highlights the boundary between life and death, these acts, where the moment. Now, we move to the important point. What is meaning and purpose of life? Funerals often make us reflect on the purpose and the meaning of our lives. When we witness someone's passing, we naturally ask, why am I here? What is the meaning of my existence? What truly matters in my life? Like so, these questions are deeply metaphysical because they deal with the value, purpose, and essence of human existence. Funerals make us stop our daily routine and confront questions we sometimes avoid. In these worlds, there are rituals based on metaphysical beliefs. Funerals ritual themselves are full of metaphysical meaning. Many families perform rituals such as praying for the deceased, offering food or flowers, lighting the candles or incense, reading sacred texts, sending blessing or messages, or wearing specific colors for symboling. These rituals are not just physical actions, they're based on assumptions that the soul exists and that our actions can help, respect, or honor that soul. In the other words, funerals ritual shows that many people believe in reality beyond the physical world. To summarize, funeral is considered metaphysical because it brings up questions about the soul, the afterlife, the meaning of human existence, the mystery of life and death, spiritual beliefs, rituals that assume a spiritual realm. And it's because a funeral is a moment where the physical and metaphysical worlds meet. Now we reach the end of my presentation. So in conclusion, metaphysics helps us to understand the aspects of life that go beyond what we can see. Funerals are powerful metaphysical experiences because they force us to confront the deepest questions about existence, the soul, and what lies beyond death. They remind us that human life is not only physical, it is also filled with meaning, mystery, and unseen dimensions. Thank you for listening. Thank you.